Welcome to the Recipe Video Game Podcast. I am your host, the Red Knight. And yeah, I'm back finally after a week off of not actually recording the podcast after the back-to-back consistent podcast that I did, during this summer of game announcements. Yeah, it didn't end. Nintendo decided to spread their things out this year. And the title of this podcast is, what is it? It's something along the lines of Nintendo would have won E3. And I say this without having even watched the Nintendo Direct Mini. I do know of some of the content that was in it, obviously. Haven't seen the trailers to Sparks of Hope. I did see the leaked screenshots the day they leaked. Why? Because I was waiting to do this. And I say if you took what Nintendo did at the beginning of the year, that right there was basically a bunch of games that we didn't know they were coming so early in the year, and we've been playing those games, like Kirby, whether you're talking about Switch Sports, hell, Xenoblade, another game that we're going to be watching the full direct of that I haven't seen. That game got pushed up. You know what I'm saying? We still got Splatoon to come out. Like, there's so many games that they announced in that direct earlier this year, and then you have all these mini directs and then these game specific directs. That yeah, if you would have combined all that and put that out, on June 14th, when they would have naturally done E3, yeah, I think they 100% would have had the best show of the year because they would have had the best content release in the year. You know what I'm saying? Like consistently throughout the year, not just the back half, but we would have saw a lot. Well, it really couldn't have happened because we would have saw those games come out. So we would have just been like, damn, this year's been great, and look at all this other stuff. So obviously some stuff would have never been in there because it would have released like Kirby, but still, you get what I'm saying. Like for everything that Nintendo's announced this year, if it would have all been in one show, it would have been crazy. You know what I'm saying? So when I see people stressing about directs and things like that, I don't worry about it too much because I mean they come all the time, and it's not like you're not playing games on your console now. So what's the point of needing announcements for things that are 2-3 years out? Like I don't need all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm already living with Zelda with that. I'm already living with Metroid Prime 4 with that, and we've been living the Bayonetta 3 situation also. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that game's supposed to come out this year, but we still living that because is it? You know what I mean? Like we haven't seen it again. We haven't heard anything about a release date for it. The year is feeling jam packed. I keep hearing people saying like, oh, because Microsoft or Sony don't really got anything confirmed for November right now. I'm like, if God of War's coming out, it's likely going to be in November. But they act like, oh yeah, there's nothing coming out in November, and I'm like, Pokemon, what are you talking about? Like Pokemon is going to come out and sell, crazy numbers. What Call of Duty will do in October, what any big game would do, like that came out this year. Like Pokemon is going to come out and do crazy numbers. Like, let's not forget, this is taking what people loved of Arceus, what people love of the OG games, putting it together, and out of nowhere, we getting 4 players, online co-op to enjoy. So, yeah, it's crazy. Like, the year, Nintendo definitely packed the year with a lot. And look, I get, a lot of, being a Nintendo fan is being a fan of variety. And I get that a lot of people just like what they like. Like, there's some people who only want to play Zelda, 3D Marios, and Metroid games from Nintendo. And I'm like, that's going to be a real shitty life of a Nintendo fan. Not on the Zelda front or the Mario front, but on the Metroid front, you're going to be waiting giant gaps. Because I get it. I'm that fan too. But the thing is, I like other things also, like Mario Kart, like Kirby. You know what I'm saying? When 2D Wario games come out, I'm always there. You know what I mean? Luigi's Mansion games. Top-down Zeldas, because that's the thing too. Also, some people will separate Zelda from, the top-down 2D style, which is real Zelda, to the 3D Zelda from, Ocarina of Time up to Twilight Princess, and then open air Zelda. Like, there's even variety in that. So it's just, you're gonna have years where Nintendo's gonna have a lot of content, and you might be like, oh yeah, it's nothing for me. And then some people will take that too far and be like, oh yeah, there's nothing coming out this year, and it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe something doesn't, afloat your boat this year, but there's definitely stuff coming out, So, yeah, Nintendo has been killing it this year. You know what I'm saying? They sales prove that from the software side to the hardware side. Yeah, they've absolutely been killing it this year with announcements that turn into instant release dates, and things that we've already played and are currently playing. So, yeah, it's been really good. Now, yeah, I was going to start this thing off, as you can see from the image, I was going to start this thing off with a little bit of sparks of hope, but I just saw that 3 days ago, because I didn't even notice that there was a brand new Redfall trailer that was released. So I said, you know what? It's a short trailer, it's like a minute and a half. So I said, you know what? Let me just throw this in here real quick, and I'm gonna just kick things off with that before I get into the extended look of Mario Sparks of Hope. Because I'm gonna talk about Sparks of Hope multiple times because I know it's also in the mini direct. I'm not really sure what they showed. Matter of fact, in the mini direct, they gave I think it's just a trailer to announce a Ubisoft show for this game and the release date, obviously, because I was excited about that. Like, yes, finally we got a release date. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about all of that. Obviously, come on, you already know it's the Recipe Video Game Podcast. So, yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do Redfall, like I said, because I'm debating. Should I leave it for last? Should I just do it now? I say, let's do it now. But let me actually put this volume up because I had it down. Now, yeah. Here we go. From the creators of Dishonored and Prey.
This all used to look like it was straight out of a postcard.
I always laugh when I see people say like this game isn't that visually pleasing. Like, come on. Like, this game looks really nice. Look at every other 4-player game where you're fighting hordes of enemies and then compare it to this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a beautiful game. Like, I think the character models are great. And it being vampires is going to be sick.
If I have to be stuck on an island.
So this looks like a highlight from what they showed at the Xbox show, basically. Like a more shorter version of the trailer. And showing the powers. Sniper. Remy De La Rosa. De La Rosa. That's going to come in handy a lot. But yeah. Layla Ellison is the best because she got a shield, man, and crazy weapons. But I don't want to say she's the best because you saw that that goddamn upgrade screen. It was so many different things that you can upgrade. I can only imagine you're gonna have to play the game multiple times to get your characters actually maxed out. I love the way they explode like Blade, man. It's cool as hell. Cool as hell. Yeah, man, I like that. So, next up, it's that Spark of Hope, man. I'm not even gonna waste no time. Look, I'm excited for Redfall. I'm gonna play Redfall when it comes out. Absolutely. Like, to me, that's definitely a big game of 2023. You know, it's a game that's at least trying something different, man. How many vampire games do we get like that? You know, specifically, not many. And I know there's vampire series out there. Some are in limbo. But yeah, I like this multiplayer aspect to this vampire horror experience. You know, it also makes the horror more easier to consume for people who be scared of horror games because you're going to have friends with you. And you're going to have a robust amount of abilities to help you out when, you know, a ton of vampires come out. I can already tell that the blood bag vampires, like they've highlighted those. I can already tell that there's going to be crazy vampires since you got ones with giant big fat blood bags on their back, you know. So yeah, Redfall looks good. Now let's see this Mario Rabbids, the game that I intend to play actually in December. I intend to play this after Pokemon, not before. So I'll probably end up getting this game when it's cheaper. You already know how it go with Ubisoft. This game, hell, with the DK DLC, they were selling it for a ridiculous low price. You know, for the last 2 years. I'm not saying I'm waiting years to play this. Hell no. But I love playing Mario. I've always said this. I love playing Mario games in December. Like, this year was what? It was Bowser's Fury and the Donkey Kong DLC of Mario Rabbids. I actually played that. Well, that was last year. You know, December last year. The year before that was Luigi's Mansion. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it in theme with Mario and stuff like that. So, yeah. This year it'll be Sparks of Hope. There's a lot of games anyway, so at the end of the day, games are going to be moving, being pushed out the way. It's crazy. You know, there's a lot of games that I really want to play this year. And, yeah, I intend to play them at my pace, not at the release date pace of having, like, this fear of missing out or anything like that. Now, I'm good. I got plans, man. My own schedule to where I want to play these games. Like, currently, right now, I've been going through all the Gears of War games before I get, you know, back into, like, the stuff I've been playing, like Tunic and games that I've been intending to play, like my Doom Eternal DLC, which I never touched, but I'm intending to play that in October. At the same time, I bought Little Nightmares 2, and I was like, yeah, I'll probably play this in October. And that's probably what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be having my own plans. If it's like horror games, cool. Doom Eternal, I got new Doom to play. You know, 2 giant campaign DLCs that I never touched. And all that DLC that they added also to the multiplayer, I actually have to stat though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I go get my Doom fix when I just want to jump in the game real quick, because the people on that are beasts, way harder than the game's difficulty on the battle mode, crazy. But yeah, and then Little Nightmares 2, which I played. I forgot when I played the first one. It was last year, I think. It might have been earlier this year. Man, I play a lot of video games. But anyway, yeah, Sparks of Hope. Let's get into it. Yeah, right now.
Mario plus Rabbids, Sparks of Hope, takes place in a whimsical galaxy, the result of the merge of Mario and Rabbids universes.
Yo, this game, I know the first one was like the best looking Switch game too, alongside Odyssey and like Breath of the Wild. There's a lot of good looking Switch games, but this one specifically. Oof.
Its influence has spread all over the world.
Oh man.
And is made visible by Darkness.
It's Vecna? Oh, yeah, look at the eyes.
Cursa has also sent minions to capture the Sparks, born from the merge of Lumas and Rabbids.
Lumas and Lumas is in the game. You know Rosalina's in the game. I see why Game Explained thumbnail. I was like, oh, I don't know what they saw, but they're like, oh, is Rosalina in the game?
Will come to their rescue
Luma's in.
And save the galaxy from this terrible threat.
Look how beautiful this looks. Mario, man. I love seeing my boy get upgraded every single time. And it's always different. Like, this just looks insane. Even though it's different from the Odyssey style with the, actual detail in the mustache. I love this, man. It's concept art come to light. And this is all in-game. This isn't some CGI cinematic. It's like a in-engine cinematic. This is the game, though. Look, that's the overworld. Insane. I love Snow
Delve
World.
into many worlds and environments in your quest to defeat Cursa.
I like that name, Cursa.
And have the freedom to explore those worlds as you wish.
There was a checkpoint flagpole right there. Bombs. Yo, the world is massive.
Throughout their journey, Mario and his friends will meet a cast of unforgettable characters.
Wow.
Some of them will give you missions to complete. Those quests are the opportunity to explore worlds lush and brimming with content.
This is sick.
Full of challenges to overcome and mysteries to uncover.
The level design is there, but it's just more open. Puzzles.
Mario and his friends in their quest.
Look at this guy. He look like a Splatoon character. Them eyebrows. Speaking of eyebrows, Splatoon got different eyebrows, y'all. Different eyebrows. They got cuts in the eyebrows and all that. I was like, that's awesome.
Even Bowser joins the team in an effort.
Yeah, this was what made me happy when it was Ubisoft leaked it, so I can't complain. They leaked their own shit. Damn, this is beautiful, yo.
But Cursa's unexpected minions will stand in their way.
Oh man, Q, he a pig.
Sparks, heroes will have to be brave, and they will have
They need
to
to
fight.
make a plush of that. Oh yeah, and the dual wielding is awesome. Hey!
Make your way through a whole
He
host
talked
of battles.
a little bit. Hey!
Lead a team of 3 heroes.
Look
you
at
select,
this. Look at
control
this.
directly,
The
and
visuals
use
are
in real-time,
insane.
tactical,
Because I
balanced
just played the
battles.
Donkey Kong DLC, so it's fresh in my head. And
Use
this
a
shit,
variety
oh
of
my
tools to
god.
navigate the battlefield. Flank your foes.
It's gonna be hard to wait till December.
And find opportunities
It
to
really
support them.
is. Because I love the first game. This dude is flying with the little thing that, you control.
Adapt and use
The
all
Roomba.
the tools at your disposal, including your enemies.
Oh, so you can use the bombs. Awesome.
Each
Just like
hero is
in
equipped
every
with
other
a
Mario game.
specific
2D,
weapon.
3D. That's what you should be able to do.
From handy double shots
Tony the Tiger. Rabbit.
flashy explosive projectiles.
Yo, Bowser's
Dazzling
weapon is like the
melee
size of his
They
car
all offer
in 3D
complementary
world.
playstyles.
This is crazy.
Once the heroes finish their turn, it's time for the enemies to
Look how
step up.
beautiful this looks.
Make sure to take
The
cover to avoid
the
attacks,
black ink
because
looks
your
like
foes won't miss an opportunity
Bowser's
to
Fury.
take aim at your hero.
Just recently played that too. Again.
Each of our heroes has a unique technique.
Uh-oh, that says summons.
Shield your allies in battle.
Alright, Peach got the shield.
Prepare a devastating counterattack. Or
There she go, Rosalina right there.
techniques will always prove useful if used in the right context. Each battle won.
Even
will
the
grant
lighting right here on the
points to
battle
team,
screen is
and the heroes will
crazy.
level up, allowing them to grow
Man.
more powerful.
Mario got the biggest glow up this generation. All his games,
In an
this dude is
intense
just...
battle, Mario and his
just makes me
friends
happy.
can count on the help of the sparks. Each hero can harness their powers in battle.
Harness that power.
Sparks open a whole world of tactical
Oh,
possibilities.
just like the old cartoons
Clever
when you get
use of their
electrocuted. That's
abilities
awesome.
Can truly make the difference between defeat and victory.
Yeah, the ice luma.
Teamwork is
Yo, this
key to
pig,
gaining
I'm
the
sorry.
upper hand.
Anybody who hate on this
Use
pig
all the tools at your disposal to set up devastating
is a
combos
hater.
and win difficult battles.
Yo, he look mad cute. Oh, flew into the screen. Again,
This
the
was
lighting.
just a glimpse of the
Nuts.
journey that awaits Mario and his friends, where the
Man, I
end
love
of a
Lumas.
quest is always the beginning of a new adventure.
Oh, snap.
Meet enchanting and enduring characters. Face powerful enemies during epic encounters.
You could tell they don't want to spoil you a lot of bosses because they
Find
mainly
the
focusing
sparks
on this
and
Tony the
save
Tiger
them from
Rabbit.
Cursa. Embark on this great adventure for everyone to enjoy.
Man. Hold on. Wait, oh, it's something there. October 20th. Yeah, that graphic is sick. Where's that shot at? There's a specific shot that I want to pause on.
This was
Oh, Mario looking high. Hold up.
just a
Yo, look at this. Yo, back in the 64 generation, you know, let me date myself. You know, I date myself all the time on this. With all the renders we had, those plasticky looking renders that I look back on nostalgically still, but Mario looked hilarious, you know, now looking back at it. But we used to look at that and be like, yo, one day, you know, the 3D graphics is going to be like that. And as, you know, Mario Party games, you know, those renders as the generation kept going, you've seen Mario games get closer and closer and closer to that. And I'm like, we don't need a new generation to say Mario has reached concept art level visuals within the actual gameplay. We're there. We're 100% there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we need more power to make the games look even better, to make them run even better. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? But we're there. For me, as a Nintendo fan, as a Mario fan, this being my favorite video game character of all time, who's consistently put out hit after hit and never disappoints. Even when he does disappoint, you know, it's not like the biggest disappointment in the world. It's not a Sonic-sized disappointment, you hear me? Like, unless you're talking about Mario is missing. Maybe that one, that's it. You know, he always, I ain't even throw shots at Sonic, my bad, y'all. But nah, he always is, you know, hitting home runs and, you know, refreshing himself. And visually, it's just like, yo, we there, man. This is peak Mario visuals. Luigi, Peach, like, it's beautiful.
glimpse of the journey that awaits Mario and his friends.
Like crazy.
Where the end of a quest is always the beginning of a new adventure.
Like, seeing these visuals bring me so much joy.
Meet enchanting and enduring characters. Face powerful enemies during epic encounters.
And they ain't got the strongest hardware out there. It's just when you use the hardware right,
Find the sparks
it don't matter what
and
the
save
hardware
them from
is. I mean, let's
Cursa.
go back to Wind Waker. Not even HD, because Wind Waker
Embark
HD is
on
still
this great
better
adventure
looking than most games. I'm just
for
saying the
everyone
original.
to enjoy.
So good. Oh. Oh, that's why. I didn't even see that the first time. My bad. I didn't even pay attention to that. I was talking too much shit. Yo, that's why I think Game Explained was like, yeah, man. Peach is probably the villain. I didn't see that video yet. I'll watch to see what theories they got, though. I love seeing their analysis. But here we go. It's Xenoblade time. You saw I ain't wait. I said, man, let's keep it moving. Oh, that's the dude I put in the image, right?
You
Oh,
were
a version of
all
him.
talk when you left here, but you've nothing to show for it, D.
V?
Spare me, P. We should have sallied forth in the first place.
Why this feels like Metroid, like Chozo's and Sam?
I
This is
believe
cool.
it's my turn next.
Honestly, you make more noise than the rabble at a feast.
Yeah, yo.
Even if you did stop its raging flow, it will soon burst through. Well, let us see how far the flow brings them this time.
Now, a brief history with Xenoblade with me. I want to give you in a second. If you don't know, for those unaware. I know all my Patreon know.
We each have a lifespan of 10
Y'all heard it
years.
before. Y'all seen it. Y'all was there.
In terms, life begins with our first term and ends at the close of our 10th.
Their cinematics keep getting better and better. This looks like the evolution of Xenoblade on Wii. The whole opening.
What kind of pep talk is that? Of course we're gonna survive. I've thought about this a lot.
Oh, they got a music
About
instrument.
what I can achieve. What I'll leave behind.
Nice lighting, yo.
Then I think of tomorrow and the tremors are back. Will I see the same faces when I wake up?
Okay. Beautiful faces, man. And I love that they zooming in on them to show, like, look, the biggest complaint we've ever had with our games was our faces. They know. And every single game they've done better and better and better. And now their faces are perfect.
Unchecked.
To the point where they can zoom in on the faces. I like these character models.
Be erased.
That girl got a Monado. Look at this guy.
Me, and we can always grow plenty more.
Stop toying with everyone's lives!
This is what I'm talking about when I was talking about earlier. Like, Nintendo makes a lot of games. Like, Xenoblade may not be for every Nintendo fan, but these is big. Big. Xenoblade right now, to me, I'm not gonna say it took Final Fantasy spot, not at all. Final Fantasy is still the juggernaut, always was. But it's in the conversation with like Final Fantasy, for a lot of fans as greatest RPG series now. And then look at that face, beautiful. That chunky dude look mad cool.
Set the world to rights.
But take a look around. Think about how many lives it's cost. Annihilator started moving.
This is bad, Noah.
Now
So now they like Power Rangers. Obviously, they got the suit. I remember that from the reveal trailer.
So don't give up.
That they like combine multiple players,
Use it. Stop this.
multiple
I don't want any of your time.
members of your party. That's sick. Yeah, that's them right there.
Our lives.
Oh, her knuckles was
They're not some toys you can just play.
all bruised up. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and they 4 games in the span of like a decade. That turnaround time is crazy. Nah, that's not. I'm lying. A decade?
Many have tried,
Nah, I'm being too.
but none have ever
Nah,
managed
nah,
to
nah.
escape.
It's been
this
longer
flaw.
than a decade. Has it? No, it's been around a decade. Wasn't Xenoblade when you count when it came out in America after all the Operation Rainfall? I'm gonna say a decade. I'm gonna stick to that. For us, it's been a decade.
But what we need most
Look how giant the scope of this is. Those explosions look amazing, by the way. The mix of the in-engine with like cinematics, I love that. Oh,
flames becoming your own.
does he? Oh, it's taking the essence
This is the world
again.
of
Vecna,
Iron
man.
Will. The nations of
Kevis,
and
Agnes.
and their grisly conflict.
I like how they did that, showing you who's who.
Natural splendor.
This is like Power Rangers.
All this killing for the sake of filling one's own flame clock.
Flame clock. So what's that, to like live longer?
From the moment of birth, fighting is all the people of Ionios
Well, this is the
learned.
best looking one so far, right? Because this looks like everything beautiful about X on the Wii U.
Their lifespans are a mere 10 years.
Animations are sick.
Surviving on the battlefield, fulfilling that 10-year lifespan of
It's
birth.
dope that Nintendo has an IP like this. Let's be honest, y'all. Like,
Ceremony in front of their queen is the highest honor.
and like all these characters is like, these is Mario and Link's brothers and sisters right here. I love that.
Many never receive this honor, as they fall in battle. Their souls evaporating into the beyond, as the melody of the Offseers plays. In today's presentation, we'll introduce the world of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 game and follow the main character's adventures.
Okay. The classic, over-the-shoulder view that started with Xenoblade. I'm talking about for Nintendo, then Zelda started doing that like crazy. Even though we've had that in concept art for Zelda 1 and stuff. You know what I mean. I feel like you see that more often now in these big open world games.
Losing friend after friend. You steal everything from us.
Oh, that shield was sick.
3 from Kevis and 3 from Agnes were commissioned to take part in a special
How her hair is like, she got cat-like ears in her hair.
filled with mutual hatred.
It's crazy. Oh no, I think those are actually
when they encounter a
real.
mysterious figure, they shelve their distrust and resolve to work together.
Because now, kids, you share a common destiny. They'll hunt you constantly, relentlessly, without rest. There's one place.
The cinematic, the jump is crazy, animation's crazy.
The land pierced by a great sword. Our city.
I love how it's still, parts of the giant goddamn things in the world of Xenoblade. Like, their civilization always takes place on something like that.
Focuses on these 6 characters.
Noah.
This is what we're meant to do. To send on the voices of the departed is an Offseer's purpose.
Ready, he says.
My bad. I thought Noah was a girl at the beginning. I was like, oh no, I said she got him on Nado. It's a dude. Lance.
I'm not gonna let you take the fall alone.
He looks cool. He looks like this dude from Thundercats.
About what I can achieve. What I'll leave behind.
So her hair is really cut like cat ears. That's wild.
We should be questioning all that we've thought to be true. Differences are all a matter of perspective.
Damn.
The truth is,
Senna.
terrified. She needs someone to tell her that everything will be all right.
Look at the water in her eyes when she was
Now
tearing right
fugitives
there.
of both
Her
characters
hair is
and
flaming?
These fate-defying hopes
I love how
to
alien all these characters
learn
are.
the truths of their world.
Mad variety right there.
Their role is to convey the Queen's directives to the colonies, along with handling admin and decision-making. Our colonies regard each other as enemies. But
Damn, the way they edited this direct is real good.
But these guys are mega suspicious?
I suspect they may be more deeply involved than we thought.
That dude got the perfect
The
voice.
reason why we fight, with deciding our fate.
Even the mouth movements is on point. Monolith not playing. They want that crown of best Nintendo developer, Y'all think Sakurai watches these and just be stressing like, God damn,
Together now, Mimi.
I gotta
Hey, look, there.
I gotta put these people in
Mimi, look.
Smash
It's
Brothers.
water. There's an oasis. Water.
Okay, so this is one of the best looking Switch games too, right? We can just say that too.
Let's just hope it's not a mirage.
There we go. That's what I wanted to see some gameplay. Yep.
Ionios
It's
is host to
Xenoblade
gorgeous landscapes,
mixed
all
with
filled with
X.
surreal geography to explore and diverse wildlife
Like
to
perfectly
encounter.
encompasses both those games into one art style that looks better than both in my opinion.
The wild
This is the best
creatures
looking
here range
Xenoblade
from
game.
docile
Everything looks better than the other ones in my opinion. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna give you a brief history. So yeah, I spent over 50 hours with the first Xenoblade, never finished it. Over 50 hours with Xenoblade X, never finished it. And never, because I never finished it, I said, you know what, I ain't get Xenoblade 2. But hey, maybe I'll jump back in with this.
colonies serve as the base camp for both nations.
So yeah, I've spent over 100 hours with Xenoblade, the series.
At the heart of each
And I've enjoyed my time with them. That's the crazy thing is, it's just that other games come out. But I'm like that with RPGs. I've always said that. It's always been a struggle for me.
Seek out these
to complete RPGs. Other than like Paper Mario, or you could dine and stuff. Like this reminds me of Monster Hunter. Other than Paper Mario, Golden Sun 1. I played some of 2, but Golden Sun 1.
Get a glimpse of the lives of Noah and his friends at these rest spots, founding colonies and throughout the world.
Like one Final Fantasy game. And Pokemon Silver. That's why I'm excited about Pokemon this year. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't played a Pokemon in so long.
Looks good to me.
Steel Cleaver.
And discuss information you hear about from residents to take on new quests.
That's cool. If you got to do this and talk between yourselves more than talking to a bunch of NPC characters that you're going to forget, you know, who's who, because it was a lot of that in Xenoblade X. It was just a lot to do. You have to be mining the world, making sure all your things are working. It was a lot.
Valuable items and ferocious monsters.
Oh, sliding down.
Fulfill your wanderlust at your own pace.
Look at the variety of the world.
The locations you visit are saved as landmarks that you can quickly select and travel to, which makes traversing this giant world more manageable.
And fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the travel in the open world, but also quick travel is necessary.
Destination without fear of losing your way.
When I play Breath of the Wild, sometimes I take the horse, sometimes I travel. Same thing with Forza. Sometimes I just quick travel. I'll drive to the next situation I want to be doing.
That only appear at specific times.
I always like that. Monsters that appear at a certain time, like Pokemon that appear at a certain time. You know, that's Zelda does that too. Nighttime, you already know you're gonna get all the Stalfos. Battling it out. Here we go. Let's see how this battle system works.
Draw his attention for me. Uni!
Cover fire! Leave it to me!
Tile! Zena! We need you.
That's the thing. Xenoblade 1's battle to me, I felt like I never had a grasp of it. Xenoblade X, yeah, that one I did. I prefer that one a lot more.
2, 1, let's go!
Yo, that dude so was mad big.
Alright,
these monsters right here is trying to rival Monster Hunter, let's be honest. They even got good on animation. Like, I'm not gonna say the animation is Monster Hunter level, but it's good and way better than previous Xenoblades. It's definitely Monster Hunter inspired. And that's a good thing. Look how beautiful this whale shark look. Is that a whale shark, yo?
To name a few. Each art is assigned to a button, making them simple and easy to execute.
Thank you. They made it simple and easy to execute. Evade is B. Goddamn Xbox.
Each character takes on
I was looking at it from the corner of my eye too. So BXY are gonna be action buttons, right? Oh no, A is taunt. High aggro.
And healers can restore HP to keep you in fighting shape.
That's one thing I love about Xenoblade is that the RPG mechanics are very. I've always said this, like I'm a gamer who likes mechanics. I don't just like stopping and picking a thing and then it does the attack. You know what I mean? Like I like actually, you know, Doom Eternal, Zelda, Metroid, like games where you have to move around at the same time you're fighting and all that. So RPGs started, you know, doing that. Oh, they brought back the break, topple, launch, smash, all of that, trip. I remember it was so hard for me to trip enemies in Xenoblade. I was like, how you do this? And I was fighting the big ass dude on the elevator.
Deal heaps of damage at once and let nothing stand in your way.
This isn't the end!
Dark Sun Rider, what's up? You first want to say what's up in the chats. What's going on, everybody? Glasses. Did it say glasses? Yeah, classes galore. I thought it said glasses galore.
What is it?
An icon just popped up over your head. Yours seems to be the only one not locked.
I was about to just say, yo, he's just like Travis Touchdown. He changed his
I've
outfit.
never used this kind of blade before.
Different weapon.
Techniques I can use
That's
to
your classes
through
right
my
there.
eyes.
Oh, different outfits to go with. I like that.
Character in your party has a class
Dark Sun
that
Rider said,
influences
definitely
how
getting
they
this
battle.
one. I feel, yo, there's a lot of games. A lot of games coming out this year. I don't know how anybody, well, I know how you complaining if you just a fanboy of one platform.
Sword fight.
But not the Switch, because the Switch got something every goddamn month.
Lead the fight with this
Big,
well-balanced
like,
attacker class.
that people consider big.
Zephyr. Evade attacks and unleash powerful counters.
Yo, look how beautiful this one, like animations, everything. This is sick.
Restore allies' HP and strengthen their abilities from a position of safety.
Stormy Sky. Efficient healing.
Tactician.
Tactician.
Disrupt enemies and support allies. Using paper
Like
towels
the animations to all their moves are so beautiful. They look like cinematics.
Wield massive
Let me see his
weapons to
massive
defend
sword
allies
attack.
and draw enemy aggro. Ogre.
Oh, yo, she has a giant hammer.
Crush enemy defenses with
That's a
massive
Donkey Kong
power.
hammer.
Your class can also be changed to match that of your allies. Spend time learning multiple
Wait, so you
classes
can make them
for the team.
the same?
Experience earned on the battlefield increases your class rank and lets you learn Master Arts, a set of beneficial arts that can be added to a different class.
White slash!
With Master Arts, even your defender can take
Dark
a
Sun, you
moment
played
to
Xenoblade
use
2?
their arms. The more arts and combat strategies you wield, the easier it'll be to blaze through battles.
These dudes don't need summons. They regular attacks are so goddamn, you know, filled with pizzazz and all that. Uh-oh. Everything into one. Let's see what happens. Overclock Buster Days. Oh, so they just basically flattened them.
Live fiercely, die spectacularly. That's how I want the battlefield of my life to be. It's just that, as a mechanic, you can't start getting moody just because something's broken.
Oh, she looks cool. Come on. Oh, these little dudes.
That's right. Maybe it's impossible for one Nopon.
Napons, that's right.
I just wish I wasn't such a...
Oh, she got horns. That's what I'm saying. Every character is like some cool looking alien design. I like that instead of just doing generic humans. Even though you got, like, look at this lady. This is a beautiful character model right here. Whoa. Sci-Fi Zelda right there.
Whoever goes up against me.
Oh, this is the dude that Jack Jan Jim was like, yo, this is the coolest looking character Nintendo made in a while. He is cool.
Residents of Ionios called heroes can land their arms.
Nah, this game is filled with amazing character models. I'm happy that they fixed that one complaint. Like the one biggest complaint about the series. And anything that was difficult to understand from the translation from Japanese to English. With the previous games, that too they fixed. Because you see they made it a lot easier to understand.
Commander, turn the tables with boosted abilities when things look dire.
Dark Sun Rider said the first one to X. Gonna get 2 in this one. Alright. Oh, so you're gonna go back and play 2. But you don't really need to, right? Because I mean, they connect. But they don't. They always feel like standalone experience in their own way. Even though 2 had the DLC with the old characters and everything. So I might, you know, just be talking out my ass right now. But they do try to make it's crazy how those things look. Those are the dudes I was talking about. I was fighting on the elevator. Those are the main villains of the first game. It's like Zelda. Like, yeah, it's cool if you played all of them, but you don't really need to. And you can still enjoy a new one. You can jump in new characters. If anything, I'll just watch a good, like, damn, that dude is huge. I was gonna say I'll watch like a good. Yo, did he just kill him?
You've got a real death wish.
I think those were 2 generic dudes. I was like, did he just kill those 2 main characters? Like,
Get out the way. You're just slowing me down.
The nerve on this guy.
oh boy, these 2 gonna have a Fox and Falco relationship. But they both seem like Falco. Let's just say it's Falco and Rivali. If they ever met, it'd be the worst. Or the best. Depends how you see it.
Or maybe her memories. There were so many.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
And then they were a part of me.
Wait, so what he just said, he felt a woman's ancestor in him? So then they fuse into this? That's cool.
Known as an Ouroboros. Here are the character pairs that can interlink.
Only specific ones? Oh, that purple.
Transform into this fearsome fusion by interlinking during combat.
Interlinking. Remind me of Ross, interfacing.
Clear out the battlefield by using
Yo, good luck, Sakurai. They made your life 1,000,000,000,000 times harder. These can't just be final smashes. These gotta be moves. Like how you get back on the platform, transform into that. Crazy jump up. This is insane. Y'all like her hair.
You know what I mean. Every time we interlink, they're the ones taking
She's
the
literally on fire.
So you'd prefer to take the reins?
Yo, these character models are fire. I think she might be my favorite.
Like, pull my weight. You know? Lance, come with me! I'm all set!
Oh man, Power Rangers.
Despite being a single body, the Ouroboros is controlled by only one of the two characters. Swap between them.
But her robot look mad pretty actually. Oh, it switched. It changed. Oh, so it's him and it's her when you switch. That's great. This shit is gonna be mad deep.
Powerful Ouroboros even stronger.
That's crazy. Yo, this is fire right here. Look at these animations in the menus. Death of 1,000 what cuts? And they separated. Oh, surfboard, Silver Surfer. Oh, it's sliced and diced. Yeah, this might take the title for best fighting in the RPG game, right? Visually, like. I know there's other games out there with beautiful, beautiful graphics, like, you know, Final Fantasy games. But I'm just saying, like, the way everybody has so much differentiation, like everybody feels completely different in your party. And then they come together, they separate, like, then when they're together, there's multiple, you know, there's two versions of them, like, it's sick. It's sick. Like, I'm not just saying that because, oh, I'm a Nintendo fan. No, I'm saying, like, this is crazy. And you gotta love it, you know, a Nintendo game with voice acting and everything. It's not many.
A world with the freedom to choose.
Oh, that was it? Damn. $30.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3
July 29th, challenge battle. Let me pause this real quick. Helpful items, outfit color variants, July 29th. Alright, so that's the day that it comes out. Damn, that game is this month. I keep forgetting that. Like, I just said it. But in my mind, watching such an epic trailer, it feels like this is the big fall game for Nintendo. And this shit comes out this month. This month. And I get it, because they got Splatoon in the chamber. Let's talk about it, man. Splatoon and Xenoblade. These two games came out of nowhere in this last decade. And they are staples for Nintendo. Consistent also as hell. Man. Challenge battle, new hero characters and quests, new outfits, releasing December 31st, releasing by. Alright, so that could be before that. Alright, so challenge battle, new hero character and quest, new outfits. Releasing by April 30th, 2023. New challenge battle, new hero character and quest, new outfits. And then releasing by December 31st, 2023. Brand new story scenario. Whoa. So wait, brand new story scenario. New hero character and quest. So that's different from a story scenario. So that the story scenario is like it's gonna be like, you know, the Torna DLC.
You can get the additional content shown here.
I mean, it's worth it. It keeps you good.
Xenoblade
You know,
Chronicles
a
3
year
is
and a half,
compatible with
$30 a
amiibo
year and a half
figures.
on top of your game, more
Tap any
game.
amiibo to acquire helpful in-game items
Dope.
for your
Any
character.
amiibo. That's what I'm talking
The
about.
Shulk amiibo to change a character's sword to appear as the Monado.
That's fire.
When using Noah's sword fighter class.
I don't got Shulk, but that's fire right there. Power of the Monado.
Xenoblade Chronicles
It made your
3,
Shulk, you know, mean something. That's why I keep my 1, 2,
Thank you
3,
for watching.
4,
And enjoy your adventures
4
in the
links on
world
deck.
I
You heard?
use.
For whenever Zelda game come out, I'm good. I got everybody I need to have. All right, let's move on to, yeah, that looked amazing. That looked incredible. But now we're gonna talk about Benedict Fox.
For free, as you type.
We're gonna watch this gameplay. Haven't seen this. Only saw what they showed
Hi,
at the
creative director at Plot Twist. Today we want to show you a glimpse
at
of our
the
latest
you know
game, The Last
Microsoft
Days of
show.
Benedict.
Shout out to
In
IGN for the
this
first look on
Lovecraftian
this.
Metroidvania, you will need to uncover the dark secret of an abandoned mansion, a mansion that hides the truth of your own past.
Hello? Anyone here?
Only anguish fills this residence,
Yo.
Benedict.
You know, I know that's the graphics to the game right there, and I'm just like, damn, I love this era of video games. It's my favorite, man. It's my favorite. The last decade has been my favorite decade of video games. And this one is gonna blow it out, I feel.
Ritual. We're close. Don't let your fright hold you back now.
Radio.
Since I found the first
Down on the D-pad. So you're using the analog stick to move, obviously. Wait, oh, you can go up the stairs. You see it interacts. Like there's like the little circle that comes together.
You will not be alone. Benedict
There's a lot of stuff you can interact with.
The demon has its own agenda, and the relationship is somehow complex. And although his motives are not yet clear, he does give Benedict supernatural skills and the ability to plunge into memories of the deceased.
The sound of the game is crazy. The shoes and everything.
That's him. My father. If I only had found him sooner.
I can guide you through his memories.
I'm telling you, I've referenced Stranger Things a couple times in this show, but yeah, it's crazy. So these are the different areas.
The Limbo Benedict descends
So this is you going basically to Magmore Caverns in the Metroid game, you know what I mean? And it's in the mind of a character. That's so cool. So wait, he has a knife and a gun?
It's a place
Close range and long range? Yo, look at the water. Look at the background.
with your trustworthy demon companion by your side. As Benedict, you will need to fight other demons that will...
Oh no, he's slicing them
and
up.
as you search for clues that will allow you to unfold the
Oh.
mystery back in the real world, you will encounter different limbos.
I love the stuff on the foreground, yo. I love that. I love that. Oh, it went black and white. Look at this. To say that I'm anticipating this would be an understatement. Between this, Replaced, Somerville. I mean, there's more games I can name that. There's just so many good games coming out.
Reflection, as much as a mirror feeds.
What's that up there? Like you could swing? Oh yeah, with the demon. This dude can move around freely.
Two demons at the same time while trying to avoid being cornered. Remember, stay calm and always control the situation.
So he's making it sound like he's like, stay calm, always control the situation. Like
Benedict will encounter
like
other
it's gonna be
factions,
difficult.
each with their own agendas.
Out the sky. That was Shelton Benjamin getting super kicked by Shawn Michaels.
All encounters are the same.
The animations are incredible. It looks like a cartoon you're watching from a fixed
Exploring
camera
the limbo
angle.
can be dangerous but rewarding. With the gathered loot, you can get back to the mansion in the real world and replenish your stock with the help of some trusted old friends. In this case, it's Harry Houdini, the legendary illusionist.
It's Houdini?
Harry, long time no see.
It is good to see you, you old devil. In trouble again, I presume.
The sound is so good. The way, because he's on the left side, it came out my left. It came through my left
Got that thing?
speaker, and then the demon is like surround sound.
Got it right here.
It's crazy.
The amplificator.
Yeah.
But extremely useful item. There are several.
Look how
items
detailed
that
this
can help
is.
you
It
during
reminds me
your
of
stay in
Pikmin
the
being mad cartoony,
Every item
but
has a
then
different
items be looking mad real.
However, with Harry, nothing comes for free.
What are you buying? What are you
We
selling?
hope you enjoyed our quick tour of the mansion and of the Demon Realm. The last case of Benedict Fox is coming next year to Xbox and PC. Thanks for watching, and be careful of what secrets might be revealed.
Boss fights are gonna be cool. What all these games need to take with boss fights, they need to take boss rush modes. Metroid wasn't the first to do it, but I'm happy Metroid has that now. Dread. And I hope they do that in, you know, Prime games in the future and a lot more games like Zelda games. Well, Zelda, you could actually refight the bosses in Breath of the Wild.
Gotham City
right?
likes to keep you guessing.
If I'm not mistaken, you could.
It's hard to imagine a Robin without a Batman, but
Hold on, let me throw this back. Let me throw this back. Man, I can't be the only one who thinks that this game looks good. Because the visuals are great to this game. And people trying to act like it's not, I'm like,
Gotham City likes to keep you
okay.
guessing. It's hard to imagine a Robin
A
without
co-op
Batman,
multiplayer open world Batman game that looks like
I guess
this.
it's up to me to figure that
Awesome.
out.
I think people just hating because Batman ain't in it. Which to me, it's a good thing. Look how detailed this character
this,
is.
Robin.
Come on, man. It's Tim Drake time. Stealth abilities. Got a slingshot. Oh yeah, the outfits. I forgot. The samurai one looks sick. But yeah, Red Robin style right here. I love this. That's gonna be my main one. That's how I used to dress Link in Breath of the Wild.
Tech from the Justice League satellite. I bet I
Because
could
I love that outfit
zap
so much.
myself
Look at
short
this.
distances in a fight.
And then just destroys them. Bam.
Bruce always told me to believe in myself. That I have
Clone.
what it takes. Let's prove him right.
Like, look at this suit.
This
Sick.
is how Robin wins.
Damn, I didn't even notice that. Yo, hold on. He had his staff closed, made him fall onto it by the chin, and then opened that shit, and she drop kicked him out the air. That is fire.
Is how Robin wins.
Yo, look, bang, bang. I definitely want to get this, stream this, have y'all playing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be mad fun.
Now and get the 233 custom Batcycle skin.
Yeah, the day I was trying to stream Turtles in Time, my internet was acting up. But now, I said it's good. We could definitely do that, Darks. I know you want to play. I know Green Tea wanted to play. Jack, Jim. We was all there ready. And plus, they updated it, so it'll be better now all around. It wasn't meant to be that day, you know? I'm going to do that this week. I'll let y'all know.
Close your eyes and imagine you're flying.
Probably tomorrow I'll do that, matter of fact. Why not? Now we're on to Asobo, a.k.a. Indie Studio. I laugh because it's like your indie game. This is one of the most beautiful looking games on the in the marketplace. And it's like, yeah, this is an indie game. See, yo, that first game blew my mind. When I found out, like, yeah, that's an indie game, I was like, what? I thought this was like a crazy AAA game that just went over my head. And then this one has now some of the best cinematics, faces, and everything. Like, it's crazy.
And welcome. You're new here.
Yes. Well, actually, we're a bit lost.
And where are you
I was
going?
waiting for this gameplay, man.
I would assume.
No, we're looking for an island. It has 2 teeth, and there's a bird, and a small lake, and flowers.
It's probably an island with 2 large mountains. We were told you could help us find it.
Not from memory. But I have an old map of the Mediterranean Sea somewhere. Do you want to have a look?
Yes, thank you. That'll be perfect.
Good people.
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
We're looking for a boy and a girl. The girl has killed several soldiers. She's armed and dangerous. By order of Count Victor of Arles.
Which one you talking about, Dark Sun? This one or the last one? Alright.
Whatever you've done, I won't give up a child. Come with me.
That's cool. He said, whatever you done, I ain't gonna snitch on that kid. Give him up to these psychos. I'm like, yeah, because you don't know what they're gonna do. Well, you know what they're gonna do. Amazing, man. I love this game, the original. So I'm excited for this. Oh, they caught. Oh, they were on y'all. Checkpoint. Oh, this one. All right, yeah.
Yes, yes. I'm dizzy. Your hand.
You're bleeding again.
Lord.
Wait, now she's the one with the dizziness in this one? Or is it because she just been hit over the head too many times?
We must leave.
Because she just did fall off a goddamn cliff.
We have to keep moving.
Like, doesn't this look like those Unreal Engine 5 tech demo games we've been seeing? But actually like a complete game? This is crazy.
I don't know if there's another way.
And this is the perfect game to... I mean, listen, I don't need the game to look like this to prove my point, but it's one to use to prove the point when people try to act like, oh yeah, I don't play indie games. Like, they're all the same thing. It's like when people are like, I don't play Nintendo games and they got a variety of games. Like, it's such a bullshit statement. And like, you don't play indie games. Like, to me, that's like saying, like, I just don't, like, I don't watch movies because the budget to them ain't, you know, 300 million every single one. That's crazy.
I feel.
Oh, no, I don't listen to mixtapes. I only listen to official, you know, label releases. I don't do, you know, independent artists. Like, so I can't listen to no music that's not officially released by a label. That's bullshit. Wait. Let me rewind. My bad. I'm over here talking. But
Stop, Amicia. There are people.
I hear nothing. How do you know?
oh, he could hear them through the rats.
I think it's the rats. I can try to feel better.
You're sure about this?
Yes.
And this is one game where when the character's talking, it's not just the character talking to himself. Oh, whoa, that's crazy. That's why every little thing, that's mad annoying.
Soldiers.
This justifies all of the yapping. And it's all good. It's rich.
Feel people's blood.
See? Look at that. That's crazy.
A noise. Like an echo.
So where are
Explains exactly how that, you know, Batman looking through walls ability works in this game.
Let's go. Careful.
Where are the workers? This mine isn't abandoned, is it? I don't start your bloody superstitions.
Yo, last night I watched this movie. I don't even know the name of it. It's something Princess on Hulu. It's on Hulu. And this movie is fire because it's literally a video game from beginning to end. I'll talk about it more on the movie podcast, but yeah, I was thinking about this game when I was watching that movie, and I was like, that movie should have been a video game. And that just made me know that they are making a show of this, you know, of Plague Tales. So I said, yeah, this is going to be great. Just going based off that movie I saw last night. It's with Joey King from, you might have known her from The Kissing Booth on Netflix. And she gets busy in this movie, I'm telling you. I don't even want to spoil it. It's just good. If you got Hulu, just press play. Don't even watch the trailer. Just press play. That's what I did. I saw it there. I was like, oh, she got a new movie? Let me see this. And first 2 minutes, I said, yep, I'm not going to stop watching it. Watch the whole thing.
How do we get out of here? Go to hell.
Got him.
Let's move on.
Yes, we need to get out.
Oh. And that's the thing, like that movie that I'm talking about, it's like the weapons were of this time too, you know what I'm saying? So it reminded me of this. She had a concussion? Because her head is wrapped up.
Breathe. We should wait till he's here. Oh no, they'll find us. We have to reach that building. Is it a church? Don't know, but we're too exposed. We'll try in there. Maybe safer.
Damn, this area is open. I mean, there was open areas in the first game, but this...
They won't give up.
This was like the main open area with that puzzle in the ending. And you could tell this is the beginning of this game. Uh-oh, time to start distracting with some pots.
We can make it. Yes, then you'll rest.
Yo, that was real as hell. That was so real. And they ain't hear that.
You're too tired. Don't worry.
Oh, the name of the movie is The Princess. I just looked it up real quick. That's the actual name of the movie. Well, yeah, that movie is raw, man. Like, but it has a nice levity to it. I think, like, if you like Xena, Warrior Princess, you'll enjoy that movie. You see how long it takes to reload that, but it's still better than the damn slingshot. The detail is insane.
Remember, the Count Arl wants this land clean of its scum. This girl killed your brothers. Her execution will take place here. What's making that noise?
What's making that noise? Flame. They don't see that smoke? Oh man, I wanted to check that chest so bad. Okay, they know. Someone's been murdered. Look sharp.
It's them. They did this.
I better have a look over there.
The little boy and the girl. Wreaking havoc on all of them. That's crazy. It actually like vibrated in the left ear when that happened. That was cool. Cause I got headphones on as I watch these, and burning them. Oh, smoked them out. Run. He said, why even bother wasting any ammunition, anything? They out. He's still over there fidgeting. That was hot.
Amicia? Amicia! No. It's bleeding a lot.
He still got the little bit of veins on his face.
They're coming! I can't. You have to handle it yourself. Are you sure? Do it. Quick.
And I like this kid because I went from being annoyed with him at the beginning when I was playing the first game. But not too much, because I know he was going through pain, so it justified him always complaining. It's like he was in pain. But to where, you know, he came to now you could do this. This is cool, though, in first-person view. Like, it was a cool arc for the character. Yo, slaughtered all of them. Oh, so this still happens to him? Yo. Look at that in the gameplay. They said they could do, what they said, like 4,000 times more rats or something like that. I remember this. October 18. Wow. Damn, yo, October got mad games. Hey, listen.
Play it day
I'm
one.
gonna show y'all right now. Look, it's already installed right there. You know, all right.
Game Pass.
It's already installed. All right, let's do this Nintendo Direct Mini. Only thing I know that they showed here was Mario Rabbids, and that Portal came out the same day. Everything else, I do not know. I purposefully try to avoid all of it for the sake of this podcast and reacting to it.
When mankind is consumed by darkness, and the land falls into chaos, the archdemon of the abyss shall rise from the earth.
They come rushing here.
I don't know what this is right now.
To survive. Both beast and man have
All I'm saying is Xenoblade Chronicles 3 had more variety of enemies. Now, it did though, right? It has so many enemies. Oh, this is Monster Hunter 1000%. There's only one company doing monster animations like this. But Monolith is getting so close. So close. It's insane. Like, I look at this and I look at Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and you can see the influences, which is beautiful. Because, listen, Monster Hunter done influenced Zelda. I still remember Skyward Sword had no shadows from the trees. And then Numa said he played Monster Hunter Tree on the Wii. And he was like, damn, yo, it makes the world look more real because the trees are casting shadows on the ground, even though they're pre-baked shadows. And so then they decided to add that to Skyward Sword and make the game pop more. I'm like, could you imagine if it didn't have that? That fur.
The story ends. Another begins.
That's what I said, man. Listen, I'm going to give Xenoblade Chronicles 3 its credit. But it's like, Monster Hunter is still just in another league right now. But it makes sense. That's the main thing, right? Those monsters. These dudes hook shot into him and started spinning. I never could use those guns in Monster Hunter. But let me not say never. I have, but it's not my thing. I like the giant swords. Sunbreak, and that's just DLC, like a full game. And you see and this is now another free update, or are they saying Sunbreak is a free update? But like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, like they did such a good job with the Tournament DLC, and then they sold it like a whole separate game that you giving them $30, they've earned that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're not gonna get screwed on the story content, and that's why they're taking a long time too. And they give themselves, you know, a whole year and a half to have to release it. It's just like Mario Kart DLC. They did great DLC, so when they come and they say, hey, yeah, I could have all these tracks, you know, throughout the next, you know, 2 years. It's like, yeah, definitely. You do good DLC. It's good because you become trustworthy to the customer.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to
Too many companies try to
Direct
nickel and
Mini
dime us.
Partner Showcase.
So now we're kicking this thing off officially.
We'll be focusing on Nintendo Switch games launching this year from our publishing and
Focus on
development
games this year,
partners. Okay, let's get into the headlines.
as it should.
The battle to reclaim Earth begins. The year is 5012 AD. Machine life forms have overwhelmed the
Oh, this is Nier
causing the
Automata.
collapse of civilization and forcing humans to take refuge on the moon.
I had this game installed for like a year and a half, I remember, and never touched it once because I was playing too many other games. It's not like I didn't want to play it. It looked interesting. That's why I downloaded it, but just never got around to it.
2B and a scanner android 9S are two key members of this squad. Machine life forms in conflict with androids. What will come of this bloodless battle?
See, like, I think Xenoblade has way better character models in this game, you know what I mean? Like, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And these are good, I'm saying, like, that's a compliment I'm trying to give Xenoblade, you know? Like, they've stepped up their there was a ghost in there?
Reclaim Earth in Nier Automata.
Like, Xenoblade just jumped a lot.
Launching on the Nintendo Switch system.
I keep talking about it because, yo, that was an impressive direct. It was, like, it really got me considering, like, man, that might have to be added to the list. If it is, you got to think fast because it's coming out right around the corner. It'll be out in goddamn 3 weeks. It's crazy. A murder mystery. A palace of memories. You know, the voiceovers.
Get ready to immerse yourself in surreal riddles and a chilling story in this
Nice
modern
art style.
take on puzzle adventure games.
Looks like Killer 7 mixed with. Oh, but when it gets close, it looked a lot of like pixelated visuals.
Solve the enigma of Lorelei and the
Annapurna. How did I? It looks like an Annapurna game. They publish a lot of cool stuff too. Devolver Digital. They're like staples now, and at least in my gaming realm.
Making a splash in these games.
Classic characters return. Bomberman R2. I did see that they announced that.
Coming to Nintendo Switch. This time, a bombastic new mode called Castle Mode enters the fray. A team of up to 15 players must blast their way to treasure chests. While
Oh,
one
wait,
defending
y'all
player
play together?
tries to hold them off. Set up your defense wisely to blow away opponents. Literally. You can also create and share your own battle stages.
Oh, that's cool.
Have a blast when Super Bomberman R2
I love seeing Bomberman, you know, still releasing games existing. Like, it's been there the whole time. This is crazy.
on the Game Boy Advance system are coming to Nintendo Switch. Control Mega Man.
I remember my boy Thomas, man, back in junior high school.
This collection includes a gallery
Love
of over
these
1,000
games.
illustrations and a music mode containing over 150 songs from across the series.
Like he was dying on that hill. Like, yo, the Battle Network games have dethroned the main ones to him. Like, they're way better. And I played a little bit of part 1 of his. I remember how you played it. And I was like, it is fun though. I could tell. It's cool that those games are getting another chance.
Pac-Man's family has been kidnapped.
Hold on, let me rewind something real quick. When does that Battle Network come out, and how much? I don't know how much it's gonna cost, but
next year.
oh, next year, okay.
The full collection will also be digitally available as Volume 1 and Volume 2, each sold separately.
Oh, they're gonna spread them between volumes. All right, that makes sense. It's a lot of games. I know people complain, just do it all in one. It's all good.
Pac-Man's family has been kidnapped. To rescue
At least they're giving you all of them in 2 things, and it's not like you getting the HD Mario Galaxy and never gonna get a goddamn HD Mario Galaxy 2. It's just the worst. That's how people are like, oh yeah, Metroid Prime. I'm like, listen, I'm not buying one of my favorite games again in HD and then where the other ones aren't. I'm like, I ain't even doing that. And in both cases, not even my favorite ones. Because I love Prime, but Prime 3 is better.
Two unlikely friends.
And I love Galaxy 1, but Galaxy 2 is better.
A fawn
Yo,
and a
this
wolf
art style
cub
is cool.
Must work together to find a way home across the snowy wilderness.
You know, when I see that Prime in HD, though, I'll be hype out my mind. But what kills the hype is knowing then, oh, I'm never going to get the other ones like this? It's like, hell no, that's not fair, that's not right. The other ones aren't lesser. Even if I say one is my favorite, they're all goddamn 10s. This is awesome, this visual style.
A completely text-free story with local and online co-op
What?
play, so all players can enjoy it.
That's cool as hell. A lot of games could use online, man. I know people was giving EA flack this week, but a lot of games could use online that don't. And a lot of games want to use online but can't. Like Breath of the Wild wanted, but it couldn't. Remember, they were really trying online. Or did people forget the bottles in Wind Waker connected to Miiverse?
A swashbuckling adventure returns.
Deep in the Caribbean.
Pirating is in my blood. Like adrenaline or stale grog. I've been in enough scraps.
Sea of Thieves for the Nintendo Switch.
I've got stories about ships, fights.
Blanco looked cool, man. That last one, that I like that.
But how about one that has all of the above? My name is Guybrush Threepwood, and this is a story.
Did he just say Guybrush Threepwood?
I finally found.
What a name. Why does this resemble kind of like Guacamelee?
Guybrush Threepwood.
A new adventure begins. So clearly, everything we see here is the gameplay. It's very story driven. But the art style, man, they work their asses off because this is so dense in detail. Every image they show. Oh, it's Monkey Island. I never played a Monkey Island game. Return to Monkey Island. Is this a remake or a new one? Return to Monkey Island. It's Monkey Island.
Monkey around and return to Monkey
This game is iconic.
First for consoles on Nintendo Switch this year.
Oh, and Nintendo got that exclusive
We
first?
have some news about a game that was announced last June.
Announced last June. Oh, Mario Rabbids.
Blast off for a galactic adventure in the
I didn't see this.
Plus Rabbids game.
Yo, the way he hopped over right there, so good.
This is in a universe of trouble when otherworldly enemies suddenly appear.
Oh, so this is like the what I did see in that trailer. Just
Possessed by sparks, these mysterious creatures. Now our heroes must set
it's
out
probably
to
streamlined, right?
a new adventure of epic proportions awaits.
Shaking trees, man, since Mario
Initiate a
64.
turn-based battle when you encounter an enemy. Before we begin, here's something you ought to know. You can freely move around the battlefield as much as you'd like within your character's range before using their weapon. Pretty neat, huh? Let's start with Mario.
I wish Donkey Kong was a regular member of the roster because I loved playing with DK. I'm gonna miss him, man.
Now select Rabbid Rosalina.
It'd be dope if you unlock him throughout the story and they just don't tell you.
Next, Rabbid Luigi. One more dash, and now Disruptor time.
Bang, 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 bang. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 5 characters, yeah.
With that, his turn is over. Back to Mario. Let's take out the
Yeah, the
other
graphics
two.
of this game is so damn gorgeous. I love them, I love them, I love them.
It's his turn.
Yo, the dual wielding is so cool. I'm telling you, the next Smash Brothers can't have that same old Mario, man. Mario been doing too much cool stuff in his actual mainline games now.
Finish off with the Kaboomer.
The Kaboomer.
Okay, our turn's over.
That gun was a Luma.
And now, the enemy attacks. Be sure to take cover, and you might be safe.
Unless the wall breaks.
If you don't, it won't be pretty. All right, we've got the floor again. Dash toward
The way he hops over the stuff is just like the cinematic they showed.
Boom! That'll do it.
DK was cheating. It was almost too easy. Listen, we all need a easy mode, so make DK then the easy mode. You know, like that's the. It's like, oh, need help on your adventure? Add DK to your party. Like that'd be cool then. Now I know what you mean. He was a beast, but just make the game. You know, design the game around the bestiality that is goddamn Donkey Kong.
Special showcase tomorrow for more details about Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
DK can move a lot, right? Grab his your characters, throw them, give him distance. Yeah, he was a beast, yo. Swinging on vines. Yeah, I love DK though. I'm not gonna lie. I want to play that again. That's how much I liked it. But I still got all those little side modes that they had. Oh, what's this? What?
Of these multi-layered ruins changes every time
I thought this was gonna be an RPG when this. I mean, it still could be an RPG. It definitely. You got a little party right there. 2 ghosts with you. It looked like they mad small, like Minish people. Yo, this looks sick.
Little Noah, Scion of Paradise, launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Oh, and it's out already. That look crazy. Epic Games Railgrade.
You'll build railway systems to efficiently transport cargo.
Doctor said it was awesome, man. Yeah, but he was a beast. But that, I mean, he's Donkey Kong. He should be a beast.
Complete various tasks to prepare each shipment before it's delivered to its destination.
This is actually cool.
Change based on various factors.
Because you got people who like aviation, you know, driving. People love trains. That's why you got Train Simulator and things like that. And the graphics of this is mad realistic. Oh yeah, RPG time. I remember this. This is insane. It has a lot of variety.
Taking place in Kenta's notebook.
Yeah, it was like hand drawn, like a pencil on paper. It's crazy.
You must draw, erase, solve puzzles, and even consult your handy calculator.
Mini games, just like Zelda and stuff.
Every time you turn the page.
Like a style foes right there.
Unfolds onto Nintendo Switch August 18th.
August 18th. See, there's something every month. Because that game looks like it has potential to easily be like a sleeper game of the year. Oh, here we go. This guy. This dead looking world. This not Sonic looking world right here.
Here, you can freely dash through a vast open zone.
I'm sorry, y'all. I know there's a lot of Sonic fans who can't take criticism because this is back-to-back trash games. But this game looks like ass. And I'm not saying the Switch version. I'm saying all versions. Because the Switch version actually looks good. It looks like the other ones. But you can tell this is the Switch.
With good timing, you can even deflect enemy attacks. Acquire skills to bolster Sonic's arsenal of moves.
I said Sonic to me, this game looks like what it looks like if you get a developer who doesn't give a shit about the IP. This is that. Anybody who says otherwise, I'm like, listen. Oh, look, there's little Sonic looking areas in there. Oh, so you're going to have like shrines in this big trash open world? Let me not call it trash. It just looks very boring and bland. People be like, Breath of the Wild. Nah, more Halo Infinite. Just one aesthetic throughout. But only thing Halo Infinite looks more complete than this by a million. Yo, my bad for just going in on Sonic, but that game looks garbage. I'm not going to pretend to act like that doesn't look like complete shovelware. It looks like they do not care one bit of what they do. They're just throwing shit together because they know y'all going to buy it anyway. And by y'all, I mean Sonic fans. The ones who continue to buy back-to-back decades of mediocrity. I know, that one was good. I heard it before. Trash. Anyway.
In this mesmerizing life simulation adventure, explore the
Harvest Moon Disney? Oh, Scar.
Friendships with heroes and villains alike. Everyone you meet will have personal stories to discover and adventures to complete. Help them out by exploring, giving them gifts, and performing other fun activities. In this world, you can be whoever you dream yourself.
See, this is a beautiful looking game that looks like they cared and put it together and gave the art style. Every world of Disney was right there. You know what I mean?
As an early access title.
Just saying, it doesn't look thrown together. It looks like love went into it.
Adventures with you on the go. Live Alive is coming alive.
Live alive. I always say live alive, live alive, live alive. Live.
Time periods and gameplay away.
Live alive.
HD 2D. A demo with the start of 3 chapters. Imperial China. Twilight of Edo, Japan.
Yo, am I crazy or is there a Monster Hunter, not Monster Hunter,
on Nintendo eShop later today.
a Warriors demo for Fire Emblem? I thought I saw that somewhere. I haven't checked though.
Doraemon.
Because if there is, I'll download that.
Land on an unknown planet and decide to help a new friend fulfill his dreams by farming, plow the fields, harvest crops, and tend to the animals.
I was just talking about Harvest Moon, but the art style to this game is so beautiful.
Relax by living with friends, eating delicious meals, and fishing. And with local players.
Like for real, like the art style to this game is really beautiful.
Doraemon, Story of Seasons, Friends of the Great Kingdom launches on the Nintendo Switch system this year. The world of Minecraft meets action strategy gameplay in Minecraft Legends. A beautiful land.
Oh, this one that they showed on Xbox show.
From another dimension.
I mean, we know these come out on everything. That was Ganon right there, yo. Yo, you on horseback, sword fighting?
Yet familiar universe. Minecraft Legends launches on Nintendo Switch next year.
That right there look cool.
It's a treasure hunter's paradise.
Dragon Quest Paradise? Oh, Dragon Quest Treasures. Oh, that was like Xenoblade. That place, it looked like you was on top of a dragon head.
Monsters to join you on a marvelous adventure. With their help, and with your trusty fortune finder, locating loot will be a breeze. Monsters are perfect travel buddies for exploring this vast world. Bounce on a slime to reach high ledges, or dangle from a Draki to glide over
cool.
chasms. Support your monsters in battle as they fearlessly fend off.
Look at that. You moving around and fighting in this one.
Haul back to your base and see how much it's worth. Collect more riches to expand your base and increase your treasure hunting level. X marks the spot when Dragon Quest Treasures launches on Nintendo Switch December 9th.
That logo was sick. Oh, montage time. Oh, I forget that this is coming out on Switch, Plague Tale. But they did the cloud version for the first one. Oh, there it is. Wait, hold on. Let me go back real quick. Yeah, Fire Emblem Warriors. 3 Hopes. Available now. Jesus. When did that come out? That I feel like that completely was like under advertised if that game is out already. Yeah, cloud version, see? Game looks sick, man. Captain Velvet Media, the Jump Dimension, the Jump Plus Dimension. Art style is sick. The hell was that? They showed a crying dog?
We're going to have so much
Uh-oh.
fun together. At first, your participation is appreciated and required.
The cake is real.
There might even be cake.
The cake is
The
real.
Portal Companion Collection will be available later today.
Stealth launch.
I wanted to call it the Why Do You Keep Killing Me collection. But oh well.
I wanted to call it the Why Do You Keep Killing Me collection.
Let's get started.
Over and over. Skyrim can ask the same question. Cause they be putting that game out more than anything. Well, not more than anything, but it's close.
And forge friendships.
Portal is great. I wonder if any of y'all picked that up and played it for the first time on the Switch.
To Lethe, a peaceful
Harvestella by Square
village
Enix.
color the environment. Your story
Square still tapping into their Super Nintendo roots. I love that. But look at the graphics. Holy shit. That character model is detailed like a Final Fantasy game.
cook and craft items.
You know, like a mainline Final Fantasy game. Oh, the open world. See, you moving around in all these RPGs. I love that.
Along the way. The seasons gently flow.
But then they still keep the depth of all the you know, grind and all the shit that comes with the RPG genre, which is what, you know, the reason it's loved. Quietus?
Crops wither.
Yo, the explosion never went away of that meteor hitting. It's just like a tree there. That's crazy. It's a beautiful game, yo.
The season of death from wreaking havoc on your home.
Was this announced already? Does this look like you could put it up there with, you know, Bravely series, Octo expansion? This is like one of those.
The village depends on you.
But this is like really tapping into like classic Final Fantasy, but like really cool. Oh, that's this year. Holy shit, November. So wait, Square made an exclusive Nintendo game for the holiday season? Or was that game already available somewhere else? Because that game, I don't think I've ever seen that. Oh, you said there is a demo to Fire Emblem. It came out at the end of last month. All right, cool. Oh yeah, now everybody can stop going crazy. Announced for Xbox before Nintendo? Like, they had the show first, relax. I don't know why anybody thought they were going to skip Nintendo. Like, no Japanese games are skipping Nintendo, bro. And the ones that do, they're maniacs. When your motherland is all Nintendo, like, it's crazy. And I get the ones that do skip because of technical reasons. But, like, if it's not because of that, yeah, you out your mind. October 21st. I don't know the Persona series. So I don't know which one it was that they announced that Xbox show that was for this year and then stuff for next year. Persona 4 Golden.
Better believe it. Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 Portable are also coming.
Are these the same games that they announced on the Xbox show, or is it different? Persona Portable, was that a PSP game back in the day or something?
Keep your eyes peeled for more Persona
on Nintendo Switch.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase. Thank you for watching.
Oh, for real? Man, for Direct Mini, not bad at all. Because they really do multiple of these, you know, in a year. So, yeah, not bad at all. That's crazy. Yeah, so everything we talked about today, I'm going to be honest. Like, Xenoblade, I honestly was feeling like, oh, yeah, I'm going to watch this thing and I'm going to react to it. But I don't know how it's going to be, seeing as I didn't play the previous game. And I don't know, you know, if what they showed was going to be that interesting to me. And it ended up, honestly, being genuinely honest, it ended up blowing me away that the game just looks so good. Like, in everything, in all the areas that Monolith Source has been criticized. And then the variety from mixing the Xenoblade style, Xenoblade 2 style, and the X style, molding into one art style that I think looks absolutely stunning. With animations from the character models, that animation looks second to none character model wise, and then the enemies animation is just honestly second to Monster Hunter. So yeah, Xenoblade honestly impressed me like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like, damn, I might go back. I may not finish it again, but I might be adding another one to the list because I still own my Xenoblade games, and I did get the special collector's edition of the original Xenoblade. I know people were crashing Nintendo site trying to get the collector's edition to this one. If I pick it up, I just get the regular one. I'm fine with that, you know. But if anything, to me, I think listen, if you don't get the special edition Xenoblade, like if you never get to pre-order it and you just, shit out of luck and you're disappointed, you're a real fan, and some asshole border who's just gonna sell a shit on eBay, like I truly do feel bad for you, but your best bet, if you don't got a Shoka Amiibo, get that Shoka Amiibo. You know what I'm saying? Like you get that and this game the same day, and then you're gonna have your Monado in there, so at least you're gonna get some kind of specialness. But again, if you're trying to get that collector's edition and you're a hardcore fan, you almost certainly own Shoka's Amiibo. So what I just said really doesn't apply to you. You know what I mean? That's more for me personally. Like, yeah, I'm better off making my own little special edition, getting a Shoka and getting just if I wanted to use that sword. But I'm be honest, the sword right there, looking at it in the image, the one that's, the mainline sword that the main character. Well, I don't want to say he's the main character because they're all the main character, hence they're all in that image. But yeah, the one with the Monado looking sword, I think that sword looks just as good as the Monado. It looks awesome. So I don't really feel like you need, like the Monado thing, that's a good little Easter egg to put in there, and it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, going back to what me and Dark Sun Rider was just talking about. Imagine if you scan your Donkey Kong Amiibo and it turns Bowser into Donkey Kong and Mario Rabbids, and that's how you get Donkey Kong. Because if you think Bowser's not going to be a beast, this dude weapon is literally bigger than every other character in the game and almost the size of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looked like he was carrying the vehicle on the shoulder. It looked like the Marvel vs. Capcom goddamn Iron Man, cannon he used to do. When he used to pull out that big ass damn cannon, man. Yeah. Xenoblade was impressive. And of course, I mean, you heard me gushing about Mario Rabbids, you know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely wonderful. Look, this is what I really want for the series. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I want this series to end, right? Hit me up. Like, I want this to be the last game, for real. I want them to never make another one of these. Hit me out. I say never. As long as these developers are under Ubisoft, because Ubisoft is trash, and they're not going to change as a company. But we've seen Nintendo have teams within other studios that do good work for Nintendo, and then you look at, who directs Zelda games today? And it's like, not Aonuma. He produces them. Who directs them? The guy who direct all your favorite Capcom Zelda games, Minish Cap, Age of Seasons. Like, word? Yeah, him. All of them people. All that team that made Onimusha. Like, people don't see, like, Onimusha stopped because Nintendo stopped that shit. They was like, nah, these guys are going to be Zelda for us. So Onimusha kind of had to stop. And then they took all those guys. And now they make Breath of the Wild. You want Onimusha? It's in Breath of the Wild. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the truth. I want that for this series. I want Nintendo to take all those developers from within Ubisoft. I don't care if they got to pay Ubisoft, whatever the case may be. Or those developers just got to be like quitting. And then Nintendo's like, we didn't know they were going to quit. We just happened to hire them. Like, nah. But for real, like, take all those developers and then have them internally making what this is, but just with, Mario characters, no Ubisoft ties. Why? Well, because like I just said, Ubisoft is a trash company who's not going to change. People don't put the same energy behind Ubisoft and Activision, but at least Activision be out here pretending that they trying to better themselves with like, yeah, we did internal investigations and we found nothing. Like, assholes. Bullshit. But, they fronting at least. Ubisoft be like, nah, everything good. Everything great. Everything's wonderful. Like, word? Because that's not what we're hearing from multiple developers, multiple, different sources, accusations, and things like that. So, yeah, that's what I personally would want for this partnership. I want that shit to end because, I mean, Nintendo shouldn't be tying their company to a company like that because look, when it all hits the fan, which, listen, man, eventually it will. Eventually it will. Best believe that. They ain't bulletproof. Nobody is. You don't want Mario. Like, you don't want news articles saying, oh, yeah, this company, Ubisoft, who created games like Mario, Sparks of Hope, Mario, Rabbids, are, under fire because of this sexual predator or this thing or that thing. And it's like, now your brand is being tied to that. And it's like, whoa, why are you using Mario? Why you ain't using Assassin's Creed or goddamn anything else? You know what I'm saying? Like, For Honor or, like, just start naming their games. Like, why are you using Mario? They're going to use Mario because Mario is the biggest thing. It's the biggest IP tied to them. And yeah, it's not them. But there'll be the person who writes the article, the asshole who's going to throw your shit into it. And are they wrong for doing it? No, because you're working with them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you've known this. And now y'all did 2 projects. And if you go into another one, knowing of everything that's out there and you don't cut ties with them, then it's like, yeah, if that happens to you, you deserve it. You set yourself up for that. You know what I'm saying? So me, I'm saying this as a person, who loves Nintendo. It's like, yeah, I want them to get away from that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think about Nintendo last year when they came out and basically snitched on themselves, and that was a good thing. They was like, yeah, like in the next 3 years that they plan to make the board of directors of Nintendo like, have multiple women, because there's none now, and nobody asked, nobody found this out. There wasn't no, incriminating article. They just personally felt like we on some bullshit, and we gonna fix this, and they shared that with us. They didn't have to, but they did. And I'm like, yeah, the company who does that, I don't know if you want to be messing with the company who does well, what Ubisoft is, known for doing basically now. I'm just saying. I don't need my favorite video game character mixed up in stories like that. It's just not cool. And it's not like Nintendo needs the money. Let's be real. So this game could do well, could do great, and they can just stop. They don't need to keep the relationship going until Ubisoft changes something. If they do, and things get better, and people actually get fired who need to get fired, because there's people who on blast over there, and Ubisoft is not letting them go, even though there's crazy stories about them. Yeah, I think, I think it's time to cut ties. But anyway, that's going to do it for this week's podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely stand by what the title is. If you take everything that they showed, because even a Plague Tale, that's going to be on the Switch. Even though, yeah, I wouldn't purchase that version. I wouldn't recommend nobody purchase any cloud version of a game where you only have a cloud version. To me, cloud is good to supplement your games. Like, oh yeah, I don't feel like downloading this thing on Xbox. I could just download the cloud version since I have Game Pass and that thing is in Game Pass. Like, that's cool. Or in the future, you can download any game you own on Xbox through the cloud, but you also have a physical version which you can download. You can download, play it through streaming, whatever. But Plague Tale, that's gonna be on a Switch. You know what I'm saying? So then all these games, it's like, yo, they all, put them all together, including that direct early in the year. Yeah, Nintendo killed it this year. Absolutely. This year, for them rolling into next year, it looks like it's gonna be 2017, but for 2 years instead of for just one. Where it like slowed down in 18, and then things started picking up eventually. Yeah, like, I think that's what it is. I think we're going to just consistently have all these games we've been having this year, and the ones that are still coming that we got to look forward to, like Xenoblade, like Sparks of Hope, right? Plague Tale and things like that. Pokemon, obviously, Scarlet Violet. You're going to get, like, man, the point is they got a lot of goddamn games. And I look at what Sony has released this year, and I look at what Microsoft has released this year, and I go, yeah, Nintendo's just on a whole different time zone right now. Like, they're, like, I guess they just had more stuff closer to being done when the pandemic hit versus everyone else, where I even said this about Xbox. I was like, damn, a lot of these companies that they bought released stuff in 2020. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you're not going to see their games for another, be generous and say 5 years. So it's going to take a minute. We got to hope that some of these developers had stuff already in the final stages, which some did. Like, for example, everything coming out in 2023 for Xbox that was announced for this year, Redfall, you know what I'm saying? Like, those games were clearly close to done, but they just needed more time. And we in the pandemic time, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Some developers are even now under issues because of the war, you know what I'm saying? So that's replaced developers and stalker developers. Like, they going through it right now, and they still pushing, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so it's just crazy. Nintendo had so many announcements this year, and people were going crazy, fiending for a direct. Like, yo, I need a direct. And that's why I was saying, like, what do they expect to be in that direct? Like, we know what's coming out this year, and they're not going to just be announcing stuff for next year. You wasn't going to see Metroid Prime 4 now. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. They already said Zelda's next year, so you wasn't going to see it. So, to me, I think look, the year is perfectly fine. I think the announcements, the way they went about it this year is more than perfect, because we had a lot of hype at the beginning of the year, and now you got all of these new announcements that just came from Nintendo, and then in the fall you're going to be playing all the stuff. So it's like, that's perfect. This idea, like, people who criticize Xbox show that, oh, they should have told us weeks or months beforehand that it was only going to be based on the first 12 months. Like, boy, shut up. Nintendo does this all the time. This show just did it. Like, oh, it's going to focus on games coming this year. And Microsoft did the same thing, and it's like, they bad. But then the other years, oh, a bunch of CGI trailers, game coming out, who knows when. You ain't even going to see them at the next E3. Hence, this E3, you didn't see those games. And people like, oh, yeah, that was bad. But some people were like, oh, no, that was good. A lot of good stuff there. Like, names is enough. Perfect Dark, this, that. Like, yeah, it's nice to see games. And this year we saw games that we actually going to play. So I preferred what Microsoft did this year versus what they previously did. But anyway, that's going to do it for this week's podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to everyone who watched. Shout out to Dark Sun for being the only one who actually was commenting in the chat. I appreciate it. But yeah, anyone who watched live after, I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to, like the video so that the platform can grow and all that. And yeah, that's going to do it for this Recipe Video Game Podcast. Until the next one, peace.